they're going to kick this one short. It'll be fielded at about the 17-yard line, and all of a sudden there's a lot of room for Moss. One man got him at the 35-yard line. I'll tell you what, they're doing the best they can, but as soon as he got it, it's almost like the seas parted.
And you could see a conscious effort to try and kick the ball away from Moss. Great open field tackle by their kicker, Jay Taylor. Great block there by 35. Look at the size. This is like the parting of the Red Sea. Wicks coming up through the hole, gets a block on Plants. You talk about your kicker being a football player and improved special teams play by West Virginia, you just saw it.
48 yards on the kick return sets the Thundering Herd up at the 35-yard line of West Virginia. Marshall trying to come right back, and they go to the ground game. Strong hit inside. The last man in was Green. Number 33, putting the stick to Doug Chapman. Got down to the 31-yard line, a gain of 4. Clock running to the 10-minute mark. Time remaining in the first half. Pennington in the end zone, incomplete. And Moss drew double coverage again. That was Nate Terry back there on the coverage. Also Gary Tompkins, number 11, down defensively for West Virginia. It'll be second down. Marshall just 1 of 5, and you can see once again Pennington, he's done this all afternoon. He's been changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Quick pass is incomplete. It was intended for Coleclaw. Once again Stills. You see Hadley as well. Hadley, a junior college transfer. West Virginia does a terrific job of recruiting out of the state of Florida, which is amazing considering you've got to compete with the Florida schools.
And the last I checked, at Miami, Florida State, and Florida, they had pretty good football players.
Yeah, they do. Fourth down. And trailing 28-3, the Thundering Herd will go for it. Now Pennington will run up the middle. Diving for the first down. Let's see if he got there. It's going to be close. Cogdo made the tackle. It all depends on the spot of the football.
I'm going to go out on the limb, John. I think he came up short.
Okay. He did. He didn't even bring out the change. Mountaineer defense holds, turns the ball back to the offense.
For one of the few times this afternoon, Pennington had time to throw the football. No one to throw it to. He sticks his shoulder down, trying to dive for that first down marker. Talking about an All-American. How about Henry Slay? Takes Gillums back to the quarterback, still chasing him down.
Never stops.
You know, it's amazing. Great players always have great motors. They always try and seem to get to the ball.
We're in the second quarter. Second quarter just underway. Play fake to Zaraway. They run the screen back the other way. This is White. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets across the 35. Maybe enough for a first down.
You know, West Virginia has a tradition on Fridays in the walkthrough that Coach Nealon runs a play. He ran one similar to this and threw a touchdown. It almost worked equally as well for Bolger. You're talking about a man, Leroy White. He was out here yesterday in shorts and a T-shirt. This guy's put together.
6'1", 230 pounds from Washington, D.C., but you also told me the players like it when Don Nealon scores, don't they?
If they do not score, they stay out there much longer.
White in front of Zaraway. This is the play fake to Zaraway. Bolger on the run, throws, and it's almost intercepted. Almost picked off by B.J. Summers.
Intended for number 80. Ostigata, number 8.
28-3, the Mountaineers lead. Here comes Zaraway, bounces outside, stops, stutters, steps around outside the 40 to the 41-yard line before he's dropped by B.J. Summers.
Stop was made by number 8, B.J. Summers.
One of the most exciting 3-yard gains you've seen in a long time.
You're right.
This guy is exciting.
Zaraway comes off now. Foreman checks back in, the extra wide receiver, on third down and 7. Ball at the 41-yard line. Mountaineers have looked sharp so far.
You wouldn't know this was the first game of the season.
The opening drive was sputtering both ways for both teams, and then the West Virginia defense had some penalties in the long drive by the Thundering Herd. There's White, hit from behind, and down he goes short of the first down. Once again, it was Summers coming over, and the Mountaineers will have to punt. The clock runs with 8.5 minutes to play. Let's check out White.
When you run a little play action, you're going to run a screen. The running back and the lineman have to be great actors. John Grace, if you are one of the Thundering Herd fans, this guy has delivered some hits today. Mountaineers came up short. 4th down and are forced to punt.
That is Moss standing back at his own 10-yard line. Brian Bauman with his second punt of the afternoon. Snap is good. The kick, though, is off the side of the foot, and it wiggles out of bounds. Another chance for Marshall here. That punt went, what, 5 yards? That's not what Brian had in mind.
Yeah, that's what Brian Bauman is going to try and forget.
Ball will be spotted at the 48-yard line. We will take a break with 7:57 remaining in the first half. West Virginia leading Marshall in the battle for the state of West Virginia, 28-3. We're having a little statewide West Virginia party outdoors here at Mountaineer Field this afternoon. Along with Jeff Bostic, I'm John Sanders. Happy you could join us, and I don't think you want to go cheering too soon here. There's still a lot of time left in this football game.
You know, Marshall puts a score up right here. It's 28-10. This game is long from over. This is a team that throws the ball a lot, and as long as you're throwing the ball and you got a guy like Randy Moss on your team, it's never over.
Pennington only 2 for his last 9. It's 28-3 West Virginia. And they'll go to the ground game. Battling for a couple of yards up the middle is Doug Chapman. He'll get to midfield. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Of course, Randy Moss is certainly a marked man, and he will be every game he plays this season.
Last season, he had at least 1 touchdown receiving in the first quarter of 9 consecutive games.
Not today. Just a field goal for the Thundering Herd. We are midway through quarter number 2 at Mountaineer Field on a bright, sunny afternoon so far. Again, it's Chapman, and he is crunched at the line of scrimmage. Cogdell in there, number 1 to lead the charge with help from John Hadley.
Don't be surprised by the performance of this West Virginia University defense. Last season, number 1 in the nation, giving up 217 yards a game. You want to know what it feels like to be a running back? Hello, Mr. Chapman. My name is Damon Cogdell. Welcome to West Virginia.
Out of Chaffee Junior College in Miami, Florida. Pennington rolling, throwing. The pass is caught down the sideline. Picked up that time.
Number 26.
That's Long, Gerald Long, the former Mountaineer who made the catch, and that's a big 3rd down play to dig him out of 3rd and long and pick up the first at the 27.
This is the toughest throw for a quarterback. A right-handed quarterback rolling to his left, throwing across his body. Are you talking about threading the needle? Great job by Pennington.
I'm sure Barrett Green thought, hey, I'm going to get an interception out of this thing, and it went right by him. Big pickup of 23 yards on that play. Moves it down to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Thundering Herd. Chapman trying to get outside, and he will not be able to do it. Green coming up to make the hit.
The initial stop by number 33.
Lippy there as well.
Steve Lippy on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Trying to run the ball with Chapman, Steve Lippy. You talk to the defensive coaches, you're talking about a tough individual, a guy that works in the weight room during the offseason. He personifies what Coach Don Nealon wants in a West Virginia football player.
He's out of Uniontown, Ohio. Out of the shotgun. Pennington under pressure, and down he goes. Slammed to the turf that time. by your man, Gary Stills.
We talked about him early in the game. I think he has lived up to billing. A rush linebacker. He has been all over the field. Pennington has no chance. Gary Stills records his second sack of the first half.
Slammed him down at the 33, the loss of 6. It'll be third down and 16.
And you know, some guys just love to play football. I think this guy would play out in the parking lot. He doesn't care. Just play football.
You think he's having a little fun this afternoon?
He's loving it right now.
Out of the gun again. And this one's going to be whistled dead.
Flag on the play.
4 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the opening half. A half that has been dominated by West Virginia. Timeout is called by the Thundering Herd, so Marshall will take its first timeout of the afternoon. Pennington will come over, talk with the offensive coordinator, try to get something going for Marshall, down 28-3 here in Morgantown. (28-3) is the score. It's been all Mountaineers so far in the first half, with 4:49 remaining to be played. What a first half defensively for Gary Stills of Trenton, New Jersey.
Been all over the field. He is a recipient of the Jeff Hotstetler Endowment Scholarship. Pretty good quarterback here. And the son-in-law of Don Nealon.
Down the middle, pass is caught. Spinning inside the 15 and spun down is Levon Colclaw. The junior picks up the first down, and this drive continues at the 15-yard line.
Pennington is sitting in the pocket, and right now they're making plays.
Trying to get into the end zone before halftime. Another sack.
Guess who?
Yes, sir. It's Gary Stills. Boy, he is quick.
Number 55, Gary Stills.
He reminds me of a guy that used to play at the University of North Carolina, and he went on to play for the New York Giants. He wore a number slightly larger, number 56. His name was Lawrence Taylor.
Could play a little, huh?
He could play some football, believe me.
9-yard loss on the sack of Pennington. Clock running with 3:45 to play in the half. Pennington looking, gets it off. It's knocked down. Cogdill climbing the ladder, and behind him, Mark Wicks looked to be open, but Cogdill did not let it get through. And once again, Pennington was swarmed under just as he threw the football.
Whether it's Division I AA, Division I, pro football, high school, irregardless, there's not anybody that plays a quarterback position that likes sitting in the pocket and getting hit every time he throws the football. If you give a quarterback time, it's amazing how much his completion percentage goes up.
Down the middle again. This one is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. That is Colclaw who made the catch. So Pennington did not quit. Marshall is on the board with 3:34 remaining in the half. And this is a huge touchdown for the Herd.
There is no quit in this Marshall team. Pennington, perfect throw. Colclaw, he knows he's going to get hit. Great job extending his arms. You think Pennington's still into this game? Yes, he is.
Well, remember, he threw 15 touchdowns 2 years ago and taking his team all the way to the championship game and only 5 interceptions. The extra point is up, and it is good. The 52-yard, 9-play scoring drive took 4 minutes and 23 seconds, and it cuts the Mountaineer lead to 28-10. With this much time remaining, just over 3.5, I think the next drive is going to be very important for the Thundering Herd to make sure that they can keep West Virginia contained, maybe get one more crack at it, but at the very least take it in the way